What's up guys? It's Machanga back with another video. So today I'm going to show you guys a build that I've been using that has been a long time in the making. Now I say that because a lot of you guys have actually asked me when would there be a Kodi Krypton build available from this specific builder. Now Will has been working on this and I'm so happy that it's finally available for me to go ahead and show you guys. Now as usual, I'm going to give you an overview of the build, and if you like it, you can follow the steps that I'm going to give you to actually get it installed on your Kodi. Now, for those of you that want the extended version of this video, and that means where I go in and show you how to change the weather, how to customize the build, show you all of the different themes that you can use and the views, then you can click the video in the description below. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first section we're going to take a look at is movies. Now, as you can see, if I highlight one of the thumbnails, whatever thumbnail I highlight is actually going to show up as the background. And in my opinion, it looks amazing. It's super smooth. It's super fast. Now, of course, I can also go ahead and click on one of the movies here in the thumbnail as well. So if I click on Kong, for example, as you can see, it's going to bring up the movie that I chose. It's going to give me a description, and it's also going to give me the option to play the movie. Now I can also go up here in these middle options and choose whatever video add-on I want to use and play the movie using that add-on. And as you can see down here, we also have some recommendations. All right, so let's go ahead back out of this. Now underneath movies, we also have a sub menu. So all you have to do is press the down button on your remote or the down arrow on your keyboard and bring up the sub menu. Now this is where we have box sets, 4K content, 3D movies, movies library, top 1000, high definition, search engine. Now with search engine, all you have to do is click on search engine, type in whatever movie it is you're interested in, click done, and then you're going to choose TMDB. I'm going to search in TMDB. That's the one that I like to use. Once I click on it, it's going to bring up the movie that I'm looking for. Super fast, super smooth. All right, so let's go ahead back out of that. Now we're going to move on to the TV shows section. Now again, as you can see, we do have the widgets here right at the top. You can scroll through, choose whatever TV show you're looking for. So for example, if I click on Homeland, give it a moment to load up, and it's going to give me those same options. I can read the description, I can go ahead and play it, or I can choose a different video add-on to play this TV show. So let's go ahead out of that. Now TV shows also has a sub menu that you can bring up. We have documentaries, stand-up comedy, amazing TV, TV shows library, new TV shows, search engine. Now again, click on search engine. I just want to show you guys the search function is working perfectly fine. If I type in arrow, I choose TV shows, give it a moment to load up, and it's going to bring up those TV shows for me. We also have animation shows as well if you're interested in that. Now let's move on to the music section. Again, we have the amazing widgets here, so you can just go ahead and click on any of these options. But also underneath music, we have the sub menu. You can find your music library, radio, concerts, music add-ons, Spotify, SoundCloud, CDTV Music, and the jukebox. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Now we're coming to the apps section. Now in the apps section, this is where you have some access to maintenance options. Now do keep in mind, this particular build will automatically clear the cache and clear the packages for you every time you start up Kodi. But if you do want to manually do it yourself, you have the option to do that. So all you have to do is click on Total Cleanup, and it's going to manually do those maintenance options for you. But you don't have to. Also, if you're running into issues or you've made some changes to the scan or the interface, and you may need to force close Kodi, in the app section, you have that available right there. Also, for those of you that install the build and if for some reason you don't like it or you don't want it anymore, you can actually go ahead and do a fresh start, which will take you back to default Kodi right here in the app section. You can also do some other options like back your build up, and also if you're using an Android device, you can use the APK installer to install some APKs. And of course, if you want to change your build to a different build, you have the CDTV builds section. All right. Now, apps does also have its own submenu. So this is where you can access Bob, you can access Zen, One, Evolve, Bubbles, Sanctuary, Exodus. So yes, guys, Exodus is included in this bill. So if, for those of you that prefer to use that for your movies and TV shows, you do have it available. You also have Phoenix, Salts, Specto, Release Hub. You also have the CDTV Wizard, and you have Metallic. All right, moving on. Next, we have the system section. Now in this section, if you scroll up to one of the widgets, it's going to show you that this is the weather. So if I go ahead and click on it, once it loads up, it's going to bring up my local weather. Now, when you first install this build, it will not have your local weather. You will have to set that up in settings. Again, you can click the video linked in the description below so you can look at the extended version where I show you how to make those changes, including changing the settings to set your weather up. All right. Now, underneath system, we also have a submenu, and this is where you can find events, Android only. So for those of you that like to use emulators, ROMs, or you want to take a look at some Android games or apps, you would access this area. We also have adult add-ons and file manager. So with file manager, a lot of you guys always ask me, can I add additional add-ons to this build? Where the answer is yes. Just like every other build, you can add additional add-ons. All you have to do is come here underneath system, click file manager, go ahead and add your source, and once you do that, you can come back, click on install from zip. Now this is where you're going to install whatever it was that you added in your sources. You also have skin settings. So of course, like I said in the extended video, I show you how to use skin settings to make some changes, maybe remove some areas that you do not want in the build. Like for me, I don't have any toddlers or kids, so I can go ahead and eliminate the kids section. And for those of you that want to do that, you have the option available. And you also have system info. This is going to give you information about whatever device it is you're using to run Kodi. All right, now in the next section we have TV Pro. So if we bring up the submenu, we have World TV, IPTV add-ons, all channels, English, top 10, news, entertainment, family, echo streams, VOD catch-up. Now this is going to be where you can find some live TV options. So for those of you that are looking for live content, you want to check out this section. All right, now we're going to move on to sports. Now, of course, we have a few different options that are available here for sports, but some of the really popular options are going to be Sports Devil and Pro Sport. Of course, like I said, there are many others that you can choose from, but these I've found to be some of the very popular ones. You can click on them directly from here and access your live sports content. Now, the sports section also has the sub menu. So this is where you can find live premiership, Phoenix Sports, UFC Finest, Sport 365. You can also find fitness in this section, CDTV Prime, Final Gear, Moto Replays, Find My Game, and Sporty. All right, we're going to move on to the Kids Zone. Again, for those of you that have kids, this is going to be the section that you want to access for any of the available kids movies. Of course, you can click on any of them directly from this section. And Kids Zone also has the sub menu. So this is where you can find Pokemon, SpongeBob, Minecraft, Thomas, Roblox, Kids World, Learning TV, Anime Zone, CDTV Kids, based on games, Lego Animation, DC vs. Marvel, Disney Collection, and Angry Birds. Again, for those of you that do not need this particular section or any other sections, click the link in the description for that video. All right, and as you can see, we are now back to the first section that I showed you, which is the movies. Now for me, this build has been extremely smooth and fast on all of the devices that I've tested on. Now that does include the first and second generation Fire Stick, Android boxes. I've tested it on PC as well as Mac as well. So this should be a great option for any of you that are looking for a great build that not only looks fantastic but functions beautifully. So let's go ahead and jump into the installation. Now, I always recommend doing a fresh start before you install a build. Now you can use whatever wizard you choose to use or whatever method you choose to take your Kodi back to default. Now for those of you that are starting with default Kodi, then all you need to do is go ahead and follow my steps of the installation. You don't have to worry about doing a fresh start. For those of you that already have a build, I'm going to go ahead and do a fresh start so you can see how I do the steps and you can follow along as well. So if you are using a build, of course, the first thing you want to do is locate your file manager. Now the wizard that I'm going to use to do a fresh start is Aries Wizard. Like I said, you can use whatever you choose. So go ahead and locate File Manager. Once you find it, go ahead and click on it. Next, you're going to click on Add Source. Now I'm going to show you what you need to type in, and as usual guys, you need to type this in exactly as you see it. If you do not, you will run into error messages. Now I always prefer for you guys to just follow along with me, but of course you can fast forward, pause, do whatever you choose. Alright, so what you should have typed in at this point is http://repo.aries-project.com/magic. Alright, go ahead and click done once you have verified you've typed it in exactly as you see it. Next, we just need to give it a name. Now you can name yours whatever you choose. I'm going to keep it simple for mine. .aries is what I'm going to choose. Verify on this screen that you've typed it in correctly, and then click on OK. Alright, now we're going to go back, and at this point you need to locate Install from Zip file. So for me, it's right here available underneath System. So I'm going to click on Install from Zip. Next, we're going to click on Install from Zip file. So all you need to do is go ahead and locate whatever you named your file. Mine is at the very top, .aries. When I click on it, I get this option here, repository.aries project. Go ahead and click on it. Next, you're going to get repository.aries project.zip. Go ahead and click on it. Now you need to give it a moment to actually load up, and you're going to get a notification. Alright, you're going to get Aries project, add-on installed, or add-on updated if you already had the Aries Wizard. If you already had it, you don't need to reinstall it, but for those of you that have not used it, I like to go through the steps from start to finish. So once you get your notification, all you need to do is click on Install from Repository. Now you're going to go through your list until you see Aries Project. Now once you find Aries Project, go ahead and click on it. Next, you want to click on Program Add-ons. Alright, it should only be one option in the list, so click on Aries Wizard. Once you click on it, you're going to get the option to install it, so go ahead and click on Install. Alright, Aries Wizard add-on installed. Once you get that notification, all you need to do is click on Aries Wizard again, and this time you're going to click on Open. Give it a moment to check for any updates. All right, you're going to get this pop-up. It's going to say you're using an unstable version of Kodi. Like I've explained in previous videos, you don't need to worry about this message. Aries Wizard has not been updated to accommodate Kodi Krypton, but it's not something you need to worry about. Click on OK. Now just give it a moment to actually open up the wizard. All right, once the wizard is open, you're going to come to this screen. All you need to do is scroll over to More, click on More, scroll down and click on Erase All Data / Fresh Start. It's going to give you a pop-up. Do you want to do a fresh install? This means that all of your add-ons, your build, all of your settings, everything except the Aries Wizard is going to be erased. All you need to do is click on Yes. Give it a moment to go through the process. All right, once it is complete, you need to scroll down and click on Force Close Kodi. Now, if for some reason you click on Force Close Kodi and you're not able to force close it, you need to make sure you unplug your device and plug it back in. You want to make sure you do the force close option. It's mandatory in order for it to be wiped out completely. All right, so I'm going to choose Force Close Kodi. It's going to tell me it needs to be closed. I'm going to click OK. And as you can see, it closed up for me. So all I need to do is open Kodi back up. All right. So once it is open, it's going to take me back to the standard default Kodi 17.1 Krypton. Now, this build also works on Kodi 17.0. So if you have not yet upgraded to Kodi 17.1, you don't have to worry about it. It works on every version of Kodi Krypton. So the first thing you want to do once you are back to default Kodi, you're going to look for settings. Now that icon is the little gear icon in the middle at the top. Go ahead and click on settings. Next, you're looking for system settings. So go ahead and click on system settings. You're going to scroll down to add-ons and you're looking for unknown sources. So go ahead and click on unknown sources. You're going to get this warning pop-up. You can feel free to read it. It's the normal pop-up that you get with Android devices if you're trying to install a third-party app that's not available, say, in the Google Play Store. It's similar to that. So once you read it, all you need to do is go ahead and click on Yes. Now we're going to go back. And this time we want to choose File Manager. So go ahead and click on File Manager. All right. Again, we're going to choose Add Source. And I'm going to show you what you need to type in. Of course, you need to type this in exactly as you see it. If you don't, you may run into issues. All right, so what you should have typed in is http://sellerdoortv.com/wizard. I'm going to pause for just a moment to make sure you're all caught up. All right, once you've verified that you have typed it in correctly, all you need to do is click on OK. Now we just need to give it a name. I like to keep it simple. .cdtv. Once you give it a name and you've verified that you've typed it in correctly, just click OK. Now we're going to go back. We're going to scroll all the way down to add-ons. We're going to go ahead and click on add-ons. Now you're looking for the little box icon in the left corner. Once you locate that little box icon, go ahead and click on it. Now we're going to choose Install from Zip File. All right, go ahead and locate whatever you named your file. Mine is .cdtv at the top. Click on it. You're going to see the plugin .zip. So go ahead and click on it. Give it a moment. We're just waiting on the notification to pop up. Just be patient, guys. All right, you're going to see Celador TV Wizard add-on installed. And you're also going to get another pop-up. Now this is where you can look at some information about the other builds that are available. And this is pretty much going to be a message from the build creator. Also, if you guys have questions about the build, if you run into error messages, or you're having issues with the build, there is a Celador TV official Facebook group that you guys can join and be a part of, and they will be more than happy to go ahead and give you some support. So go ahead and make note of that. Celador TV official Facebook group is available to you. All right, so all you need to do is go ahead and click dismiss. All right, so since this is your first time running the wizard, you're going to have some options that you can choose here as far as the settings. Now, by default, clear cache, clear packages, and clear old thumbnails are already checked for you. Now, for those of you that are coming from a default Kodi, which is more than likely going to be all of you, you don't need to click on any of the other settings here, and all you need to do is click continue. Now, for those of you that decided to keep all of your current add-ons or other information, if you want to keep your tracked information or your favorites, you can choose those options from this list. In this video, we're not going to do that. We're simply going to click continue. All right, you're going to get another pop-up here, and this is going to give you access to the build menu. So all you need to do is click on build menu. Give it a moment to load up. All right, so what we're looking for is underneath Krypton builds. You're going to see Infusion. That's exactly what we're looking for. So all you need to do is go ahead and click on Infusion. All right, you're going to get another menu here. All you need to do is scroll down and click on CDTV Fresh Install. You're going to get a pop-up message. It's going to ask you, do you wish to restore your Kodi back to default before installing Infusion? All you need to do is click on Continue. Give it a moment. Once it has actually cleared everything out, anything that was left over from your fresh start, it's going to go through the process of downloading, then installing the build. At this point, there's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to click on. All you need to do is be patient and allow it to complete. And for those of you that may be new to the channel, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on my content. Like I said, guys, we're just allowing this to go through the full downloading and installation process. All right, we're almost halfway there. Okay, we're going to give it a few more moments here. As usual, guys, everything that you're seeing is in real time. If I run into issues, you guys are going to see that. I don't like to cut anything out. All right, we are almost done with the installation of Infusion. Okay, once it is complete, you're going to get a pop-up. It's going to ask you, would you like to force close Kodi, or would you like to reload the profile? You want to click on force close. So I'm going to go ahead and click on force close. More than likely it's going to close out for me and it's going to work fine. If for some reason it doesn't work for you, keep in mind you can unplug power from your device, then plug it back in and reopen Kodi. So let's go ahead and click on force close. All right, so once it is closed out, just open it back up. Now, I always recommend, guys, allowing the build to actually go through the process of writing the menu, building all of the skin, as well as updating all of the add-ons. Just be patient, allow it to go through the steps before you start clicking around and trying to access the content. That's just a recommendation. Of course, if you want to dive right in before it's complete, you can do that, but I just don't recommend it. But as you can see, now that the build has loaded back up, we are back to what I showed you in the beginning of the video. Now, for those of you that are looking to go ahead and take a look at the extended version, click the video linked in the description below, and you can have access to some of those things that you can do to customize the build, to make changes, to make it more your own and more to your liking. For everyone else, I definitely appreciate you watching, and if you feel this video was helpful for you or you like this content, make sure you hit the like button. If you feel like it, jump down in the comment section and let me know you like it. I really appreciate you guys' support. Don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one.